I'm visiting with Bob Young, Chief Economist for the American Farm Bureau, and we're just kicking off the 2014 convention here in San Antonio. And Bob, what are some of the things that you think your membership will be discussing here when it comes to how things are going in the agricultural sector that's so important to their livelihoods?
Well, we've got a number of issues that are going to be on the table. We're obviously going to talk about the Farm Bill and hopefully try to get that pushed over the top. There's, not a lot we're going to be able to do from San Antonio to make that happen. But, as our membership voices come forward and try to make that push, hopefully folks in D.C. will hear that and recognize that we do need to move forward. We're optimistic that that's going to happen. Heck, we're hopeful that could even happen next week if we can get some movement.
Well, you never give up hope, right? But we certainly have kind of been to this point time and time again, it seems like. So what are some of the things that Farm Bureau is doing to kind of work with Congress in terms of trying to get this thing finally put together?
Well, we've had conversation with them on our major issues on a regular basis. We've got our folks, our membership, talking to their own state delegations on a very regular basis, and in many cases on a daily basis. So again, just trying to get the message through to them that it'll happen. And I think we're very hopeful, as we say, cautiously optimistic that is going to happen and happen in the very near future. We're also worried about things like immigration. We're also worried about things like another very important bill, the Water Resources Development Act, trying to get that moved through. There's a lot of other issues on our plate as well besides the Farm Bill. Farm Bill very close and dear to our partnership.
Yeah, so many things, especially on the regulatory front, have huge financial impacts. How about right now, looking at the state of agriculture in the country? I mean, there's so many variations by commodity, for example. What's your characterization of how things look going into 2014 and maybe just your ideas for how things are going to go here through the year?
Well, we're coming off of a period of that's been actually pretty good agriculture. Individual producers, individual commodities, as you say, have their own issues. Crop folks in particular have done very well over the course of the last 2 or 3 years. We've had some very good farm income numbers. I think your expectations have to be that 2014 income numbers are lower, potentially noticeably lower than they were in 2013. It's mainly going to affect the crops guys. Livestock guys, numbers much better, and I think we're going to talk about some very nice cattle prices, for example. Pork prices not too bad either. They're going to be looking at much lower feed costs as well as we move through the year. So, get a very different situation for 2013 than 2014. And I think we just screwed up your video completely.
No, we're just seeing that the Flapjack fundraiser breakfast is now over, obviously, so probably time to move on as we start off very close to starting off the real business portion of the meeting here with the opening general session. Thank you, Bob Young, for being my first interview on what I affectionately call my ZimmGlass here. So from the Farm Bureau Convention, I'm Chuck Zimmerman.